As spring arrives, gardeners flock to garden centers, trolleys rattling, ready to buy compost, seed trays, and, almost always, fertilizer. We're told our soils are hungry, that last year's crops have depleted nutrients, and that replenishing with store-bought fertilizer is essential. Dutifully, we scatter granules or pour liquids, convinced this is the only way to feed our gardens. But in focusing on what we can add to the soil, we overlook the most abundant resource of all, the air. The truth is, the most critical nutrient for lush growth surrounds us in every breath. The greatest source of fertilizer isn't on a store shelf, but in the vast ocean of air enveloping our planet. The secret isn't buying more, but unlocking what's already there. Take a deep breath. Nearly 78% of the air is nitrogen, an essential element for plant growth. Your garden is bathed in this invisible reservoir, yet plants often show signs of nitrogen deficiency. Why? Because atmospheric nitrogen exists as N2, a molecule with a triple bond so strong that plants can't use it directly. It's like being surrounded by water you can't drink. Plants need nitrogen in a fixed form, ammonia or nitrates, to absorb it. This paradox is why the fertilizer industry exists, using the energy-intensive Haber-Bosch process to make nitrogen available. But nature solved this problem long before we did. There's a natural, elegant system for unlocking atmospheric nitrogen, one that requires no factories or fossil fuels. The answer lies just beneath our feet, in the soil. Let's explore how nature's own nitrogen fixers work. Nature's solution to the nitrogen problem is a partnership between legumes and Rhizobium bacteria. These bacteria live in the soil and can fix atmospheric nitrogen into ammonia, a form plants can use. Legumes, beans, peas, clover, and more form nodules on their roots to house these bacteria. The plant provides energy, the bacteria provide nitrogen. When a legume seed germinates, it signals to Rhizobium, which colonizes the roots and forms nodules. Inside each nodule, bacteria convert nitrogen from the air pockets in the soil into plant food. These nodules are engines of fertility, quietly fueling plant growth. This partnership is one of nature's most powerful, turning thin air into the substance of life. You can harness this natural partnership in your garden in just 5 minutes. The key is ensuring the right Rhizobium bacteria are present when you plant legumes. Use an inoculant, a powder of dormant bacteria, available from seed suppliers. Lightly dampen your legume seeds, sprinkle on the inoculant, and shake to coat. Plant the seeds as usual, water them in, and you're done. Each seed is now armed with millions of nitrogen-fixing partners. As soon as the roots grow, the bacteria get to work, forming nodules and feeding your plants all season. This simple step sets a powerful biological system in motion. You've unlocked free fertilizer from the air. No bags required. Once you've inoculated and planted your legumes, resist the urge to add nitrogen fertilizer. If the plant senses plenty of nitrogen in the soil, it won't bother forming nodules or supporting bacteria. Adding fertilizer breaks the natural partnership, leaving the Rhizobium dormant and the roots bare. Trust the process, water, and sunlight are all your legumes need. By withholding artificial nitrogen, you encourage the plant to build its own fertilizer factory. This shift, from feeding plants to facilitating natural systems, leads to healthier plants and richer soil. You're not just growing beans, you're cultivating a living system. Let nature do the work. The result: sustainable, self-renewing fertility. The benefits of legumes and Rhizobium extend far beyond a single crop. Not all fixed nitrogen is used by the host plant. Much enriches the surrounding soil. At season's end, Cut legumes at the soil line and leave roots to decompose, releasing nitrogen for the next crop. This is the principle behind crop rotation. Follow legumes with heavy feeders like brassicas or leafy greens. Over time, legumes systematically build organic matter and nutrients, making soil darker, crumbly, and alive. You move from depletion to continuous enrichment. You become a soil builder, investing in fertility for the future. You don't need a large plot to benefit from legumes. Even in containers or small raised beds, you can integrate these plants into your growing plans. In a vegetable garden, dedicate a bed to beans or peas one year, then plant nitrogen-hungry crops there the next. Try intercropping. Grow bush beans between rows of sweet corn, or swap beans and tomatoes between halves of a raised bed each year. In pots, grow peas or dwarf beans, then plant salad greens after the legumes finish, leaving roots in place. Flower borders benefit too. Sweet peas and lupins add color and enrich the soil for perennials. Every legume is an opportunity to generate free fertilizer, no matter your space. With a little planning, you can build fertility anywhere. The process is simple, adaptable, and effective. Cover cropping, or green manuring, is a powerful way to use legumes on a larger scale. When a bed is empty, sow a legume cover crop like vetch or clover instead of leaving it bare. These plants protect soil, suppress weeds, and fix nitrogen all winter. In spring, cut down the cover crop and leave the roots in place. The foliage becomes mulch. The roots decompose, releasing nutrients for your next crop. You've turned the fallow period into a time of enrichment. With just a packet of seeds, you grow a blanket of free fertilizer. In a world obsessed with quick fixes, the garden teaches us that the most powerful systems are often quiet and invisible. The partnership between legumes and rhizobium turns air into life, requiring no factories or purchases. Fertility is a process to be cultivated, not a product to be bought. By inoculating a seed, you join a timeless cycle and become a custodian of your soil. The real answers to gardening challenges are already present in nature. Next time you reach for fertilizer, pause. Remember the air, the soil, and the unseen partnerships at work. The greatest secrets of the garden are open truths, waiting to be observed. True abundance comes from a tiny seed, a microscopic partner, and the thin air itself.